Oh, look, there's a little mirror. Why don't I fix my hair? There we go. Perfect. Oh, wait, that's a live stream. Oh, well, hi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And welcome back to the channel with the worst background in all of YouTube. No, well, probably. Fake TV's one and only actual lost begot. No, we're Easy Reefers, right? Easy Reefers, right channel? I have like YouTube Alzheimer's. I don't know what channel I'm broadcasting on. Get off my lawn, kids. But anyways, here's a thing I wanted to talk about. What was it? Yeah, it's a thing. Particular thing. Much to do with the subject of le video. Which is French for a waste of time. And it was something I said a long time ago. Something I said from 2011 to 2015 when I first started the channel. That the Russians understand our electoral system better than we do. And you know, the whole purpose of the Electoral College is to be a national security check, to make sure they're not behind gaming that system. So effectively, the Electoral College serves no purpose because it failed to serve that purpose. But anyways, today's broadcast is about weakness. See, it used to just be my fingers went where they were supposed to, and I just focused on singing the song because I spent enough time learning the fucking song. Now it's like I'm like, is it dun dun or dun dun or dun dun? I can't remember. Listen to the song 1,000 times in the early teenage years. Learn how to play the song. Wind up homeless by like fucking 20. Never really had any length of time with a car with a radio. Yet in my cars with my broken radios, I always had my CD envelope. Just in case one day I could play them. I don't even know where it is. It's somewhere around here. Metallica. Injustice for All. Oh, all the old Guns N' Roses album, Pearl Jam, Black, and Fugazi albums, Minor Threat, the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack. Oh yeah, I love that one. Nirvana, remember Nirvana? Beastie Boys. Oh yeah. I wasn't a Beastie Boy, but I like Beastie Boys. And Red Hot Chili Peppers. Man, I learned more about playing the drums The Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's like the limit of my skill level. If it's a more technical drummer than that, wait, what? Oh, John Bonham still fucking hicks me up, man. Jeez. Anyways. So now I play these songs. And I've been playing them, like living in my car or just otherwise without a radio or really a sound system worth putting the CD into. And over the years, the song that I play has gradually morphed away from the song that it once was. And if I go a long time without playing it at all, I don't know how it fucking sounds altogether. A million different permutations of that fucking song being played. I had a pick I could use. So I just like hold my fingernail like a pick or a finger pick. I have this little bag of picks that my wife had, and they're like thicker than quarters. Every time I use one, I can't get through a song without breaking a fucking string. And usually when I want to use a pick, it's when I have to strum more. So like oh God, murders my strings. That's why I'm using this guitar, not my other one, because there's a string popped on it. Life, it seems to fade away, drifting forward every day, getting lost within myself. Nothing matters, no one else. I have lost the will to live, simply nothing more to give. There is nothing more for me. Need the end, just set me free. Wait. Things are what they used to be, missing one inside the room. Death without this can't be real, can't stand the despair I feel. So anyways, I'll put y'all on hold for just a second. All right. The fish tank was starting to have its little alarm bubble. So, welcome back. Or, I guess you should welcome me back. I apparently woke my wife up with the heavy metal music on the guitar there.
Well, that is an acoustic guitar, and it does carry throughout
Yeah,
the house.
it's a lot louder than my other one because the other one's thinner. So
That sounds good.
it bounces away from you.
Just loud.
It's all acousticy.
Or might be think I know.
What? Oh, I'm doing all like the cheesy radios rock, man. Don't you cry no more. Notice I'm not singing the part that I actually know. Carry on our wayward son. Every beach where we are young. Don't you cry no more. Ah. Okay. Well, I thought she was going to text me when she was done, is what the thing was. But tell her to give me 20 minutes. I guess I should get to the actual lesson on weakness. Or I could just carry on our wayward son. That was the most special thing I've seen for a while. I was almost genuinely concerned for you for a second. Then I realized you weren't 95 years old.
Because I feel like I'm 95 years old.
Like, yeah, fuck it, she'll hit her life alert. I've fallen and I can't get up. My wife was, what were you trying to do?
Get to the ashtray.
She's trying to get to the ashtray on the other side of, well, in front of the TV. And she's wearing socks. And her sock kind of lost grip, and she just kind of slowly slid forward and fell off the couch sideways.
Onto the dog.
Onto the dog. That would have been a funny little fail clip.
Yeah.
It was like slow motion too. Like just couldn't come up with a solution to stop your fall, June.
Nope. Tried.
I noticed. Like sometimes gravity just
Sometimes the floor just wants to hug you.
has its way. Sometimes the floor wants to hug you. So, anyways, I guess I'll get to the notes. Oh, look, you can see the teleprompter and just read them for yourself. All right. So, let's talk about a bear trap mouse maze. What do these things have in common? Obviously, a bear trap is for fucking trapping bears. Mouse mazes. A way to test the intelligence of mice. But isn't a bear trap a test of the intelligence, the perception, the awareness, the overall genetic quality, if you will, the strength of a bear? That's what you're testing when it comes to a mouse. The smarter the mouse, the more evolved the mouse, the better sense of direction, better problem solving skills, the better memory, we don't know what. Combination of factors. But there's a lot of different ways an animal gets tested. There's a lot of different ways people get tested. See, all men are created equal before the law, before judgment. But there comes a just basic way reality works. The strong survive. The strong avoid the bear trap. The strong find their way out of the maze. The weak have to bite off their leg. The weak starve to death without help. This is how most of the world thinks. You see, this is the physical world that we're supposed to try to rise above from as spiritual people. That's the whole point of Christianity. And the reason why the Russians see us as weak is because we are. The reason why they attack us and make us weaker is because they saw vulnerability. We were weak to begin with. We had no strength in our constitution, metaphorically speaking. You see, a long time ago, you could say they came for the Polish, but you weren't Polish, and they came for the Ukrainians, and you weren't Ukrainian. They came for the Jews, but you weren't Jewish, etc. You didn't speak for them. No one was left to speak for you. Well, they came for the skeptics. And no one would speak to the skeptics or for the skeptics and say, hey, you know, you're kind of being bullshitted here. This doesn't necessarily mean God doesn't exist. There's a history here. People are prone to mistakes and disagreements. Doesn't have any bearing on the fundamental truths of faith. Nobody really bothered with that. Nobody came for the skeptics. Nobody spoke for the skeptics. Nobody said, it's okay that they're skeptics. People were all too willing to divide themselves. So, well, let those scientists be led into thinking we all suffer from psychosis, and we'll all just think that they're a bunch of faithless heathens. Then they came for the culturalists. People from different places, all trying to live together, but proud of where they came from. And they pitted them against each other, and they turned culturalists into segregationists, and eventually racists. But at the point where the argument was, be ashamed of your culture and be pointed out as someone who's a racist and a segregationist if you want to preserve your culture, that's when we failed to speak for them. That's when nobody spoke for them. It's not like they needed to be rounded up into prison camps. I mean, we're talking about the division of people. They might as well be dead. When it comes to the strategy as far as straight military numbers, it's better to have somebody dead than turned against you. So to us, to them, from which way you look at it, we lost. Then they came for the religious people. And the skeptics, and the culturalists, and what was left of most normal people didn't speak for the religious people because they weren't religious. They were too busy being skeptical. Or they weren't religious because, I don't want to participate into the non-denominational American type church because I've got my own little church and we meet in our little orthodoxy from the few people that come from our country, and we don't want to talk about the evangelicalism, the televangelicalism. We're not going to speak for them. We're just going to let them be worse off than dead. Worse when it comes to the unity from dead. I mean, I'm not saying I wish they were dead. Okay, I'm saying when it comes to a group of people, if you're trying to conquer them, you're better off turning a bunch of them against each other than killing them. And these people are better off if you kill them than if you turn them against each other. Because by turning them against each other, you're basically multiplying your own forces, multiplying your own efforts. Those become your soldiers, effectively. And if both sides get propagandized, and the middle and the few sane people that are left are the marginal ones, then you've got two armies willing to take themselves out. And everybody else just becomes bystanders. That's the weakness we're showing. They came for the religious people. We didn't speak for the religious people because we weren't religious people. They came for the conspiracy theorists. People who like to investigate mysteries. People who like to, when they hear one thing that contradicts common knowledge or makes somebody look suspicious, they got to look into it. They got to figure it out. They got to reveal the source and find out, okay, who really done it? Is somebody really up to something? They came for all those people. Those people are a healthy group of people to have in society. I've been saying that since we started. Been warning about the danger of just not speaking for the conspiracy theorists. Dismissing them, saying, oh, you're just a flat earther, oh, you're just a fuck. I mean, it used to be you actually dismiss people for believing in aliens. You're just a conspiracy. You're just a birther. I mean, birtherism is some racist bullshit, but yeah. You had to go and compare birthers to flat earthers. What's racist about flat earth? There's nothing wrong with flat earth. You're just dismissing somebody and insulting them because you fucking don't agree with them. That's why you got Trumpism. YouTube was all too aware of that. They were trying to manufacture Trumpism. That's why somebody like me who was trying to bridge the gap between flat earthers and most people and just say, can't we all just fucking talk about shit? I mean, like, I think the Earth might be flat, but I really want it to be round because I like Star Trek, you know? So they came for the conspiracy theorists and unified the solution to the mysteries that they found and had them all divided against us, paranoid against us, and paranoid against their own government. Because we didn't speak for them. Now lately it's been they came for the immigrants. Some people have been speaking for the immigrants. Not enough. It's been the reporters who speak for the immigrants. Maybe you're not speaking for the immigrants, but you should. And maybe you're not speaking for those reporters that are getting attacked and being called the enemy of the people, even though they're protected by the Constitution. And more than any culture, I think it rings true that if you don't speak for the reporters when they come for the reporters were speaking about the immigrants. We've already had our society whittled down and divided. If we don't stand up for the reporters, who the hell is going to speak for us? You see, the only good thing about Trump is that when he's standing there among these corrupt, evil dictator fucks and all of their business empire and all their fucking employees and shit, he at least has their respect. He may be fooled. He may be fooled by them. He's at least played the situation enough to where he knows more than most. And it's our ignorance that makes us seem weak. You see, you could be just an elected 2-year term European fucking president, our president, some elected leader, and you could get that kind of respect if you had a different type of power. That's knowledge. You see, they think they can do business deals and compromises and entice them this and that, and you'd be completely wrong. The only way you can get these people respect is to have the power of knowledge. Because the whole reason why they want to hold the truth from people, the whole reason why they want to spread lies, is because that very power would be taken away from them by the truth. But you see, a predator pounces when it sees weakness. That's why I've been saying, no, Trump isn't going to help us avoid war. That's showing weakness. To avoid war, speak the truth. To avoid war, speak softly and carry a big stick. So that's what we need to do. We need to get historical analysts with technical analysts. We need to look about what Google is responsible for as far as data that they should have, could have easily recognized, but chose not to because of the demands of foreign governments that effectively make Google a representative of foreign governments, while it doesn't do the same favors for our governments, and it sure as hell doesn't do the same favors for our people. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope y'all have a good Saturday night. I might see y'all later on. Peace.